Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. In today's episode, we're going to do a recap of the entire build. We're going to zip through all the time lapse from the beginning of the build to the end of the build. And as we bust out different parts that I bought, I'm going to let you know the cost of those parts as they would cost you, not how much they cost me in case we run into like some sponsored parts or something like that. And then at the end, we're going to recap and go over how much it would have cost me to build the GTR back to stock, how much it cost me to build the GTR to the spec that it is now, and how those compare up with the prices on the market right now for GTRs. Stay tuned. Before we get started, I want to take a second out to thank our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Trade Coffee. Feeling coffee so good, we bring it with us to our hotels. Everybody likes coffee for different reasons. I personally am into it more for the taste and the flavors of the coffee, where Chelsea's more of those, wake up and drink a nice cup of coffee, get your day started, nice refreshing start on the day. Why I really like Trade Coffee is the variety that we get sent to our house. So we take this 6-question quiz. It's kind of a tongue twister, 6-question quiz. No, it's not. It's really easy to say. 6-question quiz, and we've been paired with some really great coffees over the last few months. This last one we got is from Antigua in Guatemala, which I've actually been there before and eaten coffee right off the little coffee bushes. Anyways, what's missing from a fresh coffee bean is the roasting. So Trade pairs with 50 of the nation's best roasters to create over 500 different types of coffee. And what they do is they roast it to order. So when you order your coffee, it gets roasted right after that. That way you don't get shipped kind of like a stale bag of coffee that's been sitting on a shelf for a year. And the difference is extremely noticeable. And you just can't beat the pricing. This is the best deal for coffee of this quality anywhere. So guys, as usual, Trade is doing something super cool, which is giving the first 100 of you guys that click the link in the description 50% off of your first coffee. So hit the link in the description, use code BUILD, and the first 100 of you will get 50% off. Thanks Trade for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get down to the build. told you guys I wouldn't be wasting money on this build. It looks like if we would have went back to stock, and yes, I included the price for new fenders and a new second quarter panel to go back to stock, we would have been around $9,000 cheaper than the cheapest one I found on Craigslist, which is a decent savings. And then at the spec that we're at right now, we're $30,000 cheaper than the cheapest one I can find for sale, but take that with a grain of salt, because just because somebody puts one up for sale really doesn't mean it's worth that. Like realistically, we're still probably between, I don't know, maybe 10 and 15,000 in profit if we were to turn around and sell it. That's not what we do with Bees for Build. We keep these things. Like I mentioned in the last episode, we got upgrades planned in the future, and this thing is gonna be a baby of the channel that we'll continue working on moving forward. And I think I'm gonna build this to be able to hit the drag strip pretty hard. I would love to see 9s, but 10s will do. So a few more things before I leave you guys. 800K by St. Patrick's Day, $1,000 giveaway. We're getting really, really close to hitting 800K. We're giving away the money regardless, either way. All you gotta do to enter is write an email to enter@bisforbuild.com. In that email, include your YouTube username so I can verify that you're subscribed. Only do that one time or else you're gonna be disqualified. And that is how you get entered to get $1,000 for free. And we are gonna do that drawing St. Patrick's Day. So it's March 17th at 3 p.m. Follow us on the Instagram if you wanna see if you won like in real time. And the last thing that I'm super, super excited to announce is the new build, the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life, is going to be unveiled in 3 days, 2 days, March 15th. Today's March 12th. 3 days on March 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the channel. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you want to try and get some hints out of me, but if not, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, watch the video, share the video, spread the video. This is the biggest build we've ever done, so the support would be greatly appreciated. And look forward to it, because it's a fun one. All right, guys, that's a wrap. I'll see you on March 15th. Peace!
Come on!